Age gaps are a lot more common in multicultural relationships in Thailand. And I don't necessarily think that's because foreign men come here looking for younger women. I think it's just a factor that if you're a young man, you generally don't have the means to travel to another country and settle down there. So it's generally older men who are traveling. And then once they get here, if they're going out and trying to make friends and meet people, the single people that they meet are generally going to be younger. So in general, that can happen, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It can work out. For example, my wife is 19 years younger than me, and we've been married for 12 years now, and we have 2 great kids. So that can work out. But you do have to be aware that not only do you have to deal with cultural differences, you also have to deal with that generational conflict that might occur. And there can be problems with the family. So for example, my wife's mom hasn't talked to us in 14 years. She completely rejected her relationship with me. On the other hand, my family just adores my wife. They like her more than me. So it can work out, and you can also have some real serious problems. So be aware of that going into it. And society and other people may judge you if you're walking around with an older man. So some of the things you need to do is be aware of equity. Okay, so if he is more dominant in the relationship, you need to talk to him about that, make sure that you're on an equal footing. You need to have a real talk about the future and plans for things like kids. I mean, if he's much older, maybe he's not interested in having kids. Okay, so that can be a real problem. And you just need to sit down and have a real talk about how you're going to deal with being judged by other people in society. So do those things, and even if you have a big age gap, it can work out, believe me.